A lot of people today joke about the Illuminati. I mean, look at Taco Bell, and it's a word that you hear thrown around a lot, but not a lot of people really understand what it actually is, what it represents, or where it came from. Well, today, we are going to be doing our best to bring those subjects to light. What is up, guys? Jimmy or Chaos. Welcome to the Truth Series. This is where we try to uncover the truth about whatever topic it is, and today we are going to be uncovering the truth about the Illuminati. And if you guys would like to give suggestions for future truth videos, it does not have to be just video games. It can be anything, as you guys can see by today's topic, so you let me know in the comment section. Now, let's dive in to the Illuminati. Be sure to enter the monthly $200 Amazon gift card here on the channel. It's really easy to enter. All you have to do is like the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications for a chance to win. Leave a comment why you want it with your Twitter handle, and I will pick the winner at the end of the month. Good luck. Okay, first things first, the Illuminati is not actually one single group. In fact, the term Illuminati itself refers to a collection of groups, some real and some not, that all represent opposition to corruption such as superstition and religious ideologies taking over the government. Despite the fact that the word originally referred to several different groups with the same ideologies, it has kind of evolved to just refer to them all as the same group of people, which is why today, we tend to think of the Illuminati as a singular entity as opposed to an organization. So something some people may ask themselves or wonder is, where did the Illuminati come from? Where did they originate from? And records are pretty scarce on this, but it is believed to have been founded by Adam Weishaupt, a professor of canon law and practical philosophy at the University of Ingolstadt, who liked the idea of Freemasonry, but had some issues with some of the ideals within it and the money involved with joining the movement. So he set out to make his own alternative to it that was built on these same core concepts. Now, originally, he called his new movement the Covenant of the Perfect Ability, which that's a little bit weird if you ask me, and the name was eventually changed to the Order of the Illuminati in April of 1778. So that is as close as we can actually track down to the origins of the Illuminati. It was actually called something completely different in the beginning. Now, the first records of the Illuminati's existence came from 1776 when Adam Weishaupt, who we talked about earlier, recruited 4 of his students from the university to start the movement with him. When they were first brought in, they had to create an alias for themselves in order to protect their identities if the new movement was not received very well. And Weishaupt called himself Spartacus, and the 4 students became Ajax, Agathon, Tiberius, and Erasmus Roterodamus. Yeah, I know, that's pretty crazy, right? Strangely enough, Erasmus didn't last very long because he was being expelled from the movement for indolence or just pure laziness. So now that you know one of the founding members of the Illuminati was actually kicked out of the group because he was too lazy. Okay, the name Illuminati was an interesting choice for a name. The title actually comes from the Latin word illuminatus, which means enlightened. So Illuminati is the plural form of this Latin word and was chose to represent the idea that the group was wise to the corruption of the rulers and was not going to conform to any ideology. In the general statutes of the Illuminati, the group states, the order of the day is to put an end to the machinations of the purveyors of injustice, to control them without dominating them. The group was quickly attacked by the general public, and association with the group was outlawed by Charles Theodore in the late 18th century, and they continued to be attacked by the Roman Catholic Church, who even went to as far as to blame them for igniting the French Revolution, which kicked off in 1789. So let's go back to that really quick, okay? That last line, to control them without dominating them. Does that sound familiar? You always hear about the Illuminati behind the scenes. They're never out in the public, but everybody thinks they're pulling puppet strings and controlling people without actually dominating them in the forefront. So during the early days of the Illuminati, Weishaupt was looking to bring in plenty of new people, but he was also reportedly very specific with who he wanted to bring on board. He actively looked for Christians, preferably wealthy, open-minded, and between the ages of 18 and 30 years old. The Illuminati also did not allow Jews, pagans, women, monks, or members of other secret societies to actually enter, as these people were not seen as fit for their movement. These exclusions are pretty puzzling when you consider that the Illuminati movement itself was actually intended to represent free thought, secularism, and gender equality. So Weishaupt also had a system of espionage that he had worked out with all of his members, so he could always know what the others were thinking without their knowledge in case someone needed to be kicked out. So let's talk about conspiracies. The first real conspiracy theory involving the Illuminati was the French Revolution, which I briefly mentioned earlier in the video. So like I said, the Illuminati was quickly outlawed by the Bavarian monarchy, and in 1785 the group was heavily attacked and reportedly suppressed. However, according to a French priest named Auguste Barruel and a Scottish physicist named John Robinson, the Illuminati survived their suppression by the monarchy and continued to operate underground, where they could not be detected or stopped any further, leading them to conducting the events that would kick off the French Revolution in 1789 and the Reign of Terror in 1793. In fact, in 1848, the Illuminati was considered to be such a threat to the ruling classes that the governments ended up reacting in ways that actually provoked the revolutions of 1848. All of this happened during a time when there was no record that the Illuminati even still existed. So did the Illuminati really survive their suppression in 1785 and go on to lead some of the biggest revolts and rebellions in European history? I guess we'll never know for sure, but those in power were definitely afraid of something, some entity. Okay, so let's fast forward and do some common knowledge thinking, okay? Why do you always think of the pyramid with the all-seeing eye as the symbol of the Illuminati? You see it all the time, right? This is actually a pretty interesting case because the Illuminati never actually associated themselves with a pyramid or the all-seeing eye. Now sure, the concept of the all-seeing eye is pretty in line with the ideologies of the group, but they never actually had anything to do with it. In fact, the all-seeing eye was a symbol of the Freemasons, which was the group that the Illuminati founder Adam Weishaupt did not agree with, which makes this whole situation all the more puzzling. How did the sign of an opposing ideology end up becoming the representative of the Illuminati? So what is the first thing? I want you to comment. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word Illuminati? Is it mystery? Is it, are you scared? What is it? Is it something strange? There's obviously record that they do exist. So why don't we hear about them more today? Well, actually, there aren't any records that they exist, which is what makes their conspiracies all the more fascinating. The last recorded evidence of the Illuminati's existence is actually all the way back in 1785 when the Bavarian monarchy attempted to suppress and destroy it. This is why there have been multiple Illuminati groups, which I mentioned earlier in the video, as the original group was reportedly disbanded by the monarchy, and there are no other records of an organized group calling themselves the Illuminati. This is why pretty much anything involving the Illuminati is labeled as a conspiracy theory, as there really is no evidence that the group actually exists today. But there is also no evidence that they don't exist. People have pointed to the Illuminati in recent years, but no one has stepped up and claimed responsibility for the group's involvement or acknowledgement. Now, ever since 1785, the Illuminati has been shrouded in mystery. One popular conspiracy theory surrounding the Illuminati is that many of the world's biggest and most successful celebrities are part of it in organizing their actions with their wealth and their influence, which may sound ridiculous to a lot of you, but there are a ton of people who believe it to be true. There are hundreds of celebrities who have been theorized to be involved with the Illuminati, including, but not limited to, Usain Bolt, Whitney Houston, Justin Bieber, Bono of U2, and even various political figures such as Barack Obama, Al Gore, and the Pope. There was also a period of time during the late 90s and the early 2000s when Jay-Z was heavily targeted by conspiracy theories due to his insanely quick rise to fame. Many celebrities have spoken out against these claims, but it seems that more tend to stay quiet, and the more they stay quiet, the more the theories grow. So finally, in modern times, theories of a more structured Illuminati have come up, with people even claiming to know where their headquarters is located and how their class system operates. According to some theorists, the Illuminati is divided into 3 tiers, being the nursery, the Masonic grades, and the mysteries, and many believe their headquarters to be underground beneath the Denver airport, of all places, I know. The Illuminati is seen pretty often in fiction nowadays as kind of this secret, all-knowing group of people, which has helped the ideas of the group in the public eye. And many people even associate modern events like 9/11 and the assassination of JFK with the Illuminati. So there you go, my friends. That is the truth as we know it about the Illuminati. I would love to hear your comments. Let me know what you think. You can hit me up on Twitter. Do you believe it to be true? Do you think it's all conspiracy theories? Do you think people are just wearing tinfoil hats and none of it is actual facts? I want to know what you guys think. It's very, very interesting once you dive down the rabbit hole that is the Illuminati. If you guys enjoy this truth series, drop a like on this video. There's a playlist below if you want to check out all the other truth videos. And like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for future truth videos, definitely let me know. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one.